1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Good evening, Crimson, Tangela, Monique Wiley, Crimson Diva. Shout out to everybody live on Twitch, Instagram, well, not Instagram, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. What's up, Crimson? Big show tonight. Going to be streaming, and whatever happens, happens. We got to talk about Diddy allegedly getting caught drinking. We got an update from TMZ. We're going to revisit Kanye West getting on his knees for them Jewish folks. Nicki Minaj also bigged him up. We're going to talk about the Grammy nominations. Grammy nominations are also out there. Let me go live on Instagram and let them know that we are live. Okay. Men are still out here running their mouths. Justin LaBoy out there running his mouth. Since the first day they met, he said he'd been kicking it with Coi Leray. But I thought Coi Leray said she was kicking it with somebody else. Looks like Nicki Minaj and Twitter and Scissor's back at it. Here we go. We're going to get into that. Nicki Minaj and SZA going back and forth. All right, we're going to find out what happened. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. We're going to tap into what's going on here. We will talk about the SZA interview, and it looks as though there may have been some response here. Hold on. Okay, that was old stuff. All right. We're going to be talking about the interview. Y'all put a 1 in the chat. Y'all get ready, man. It's the HeavenHollywood Experience. We about to kick it into gear, man. And it's going to be fun tonight because we're going to be touching on everything, broken down as only the king of media can do it. Huh? Let's go. Let's get it, y'all.
Look, one way or another, we gon' get our family up about the gutter. Brother, you was out of pocket, no I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, you try to recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things that the guns in the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things that the guns in the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, you try to recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Sleeping patterns kinda complicated, ain't no time for wasting, we some entrepreneurs. I feeling like Scarface on top of the balcony, though what is yours? Took some losses, I was down bad. Napoleon complex, I'm mad. About to put the game up in the clad bag. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Chicken dinners, so you roll with the winners. Taking over for the summer. I double back for the winner. I be with the scammers and spinners. Innovators in the middleman. All my riders got a dental plan. None of my shooters got Instagrams. Bang, bang. Got some rich headed out of bounds. Had to hop in the Renty to ride around. About to switch up the whisk cause they stalking now. Whispering body dropping on my side of town. Flick of finesse. Known to stay up out the mess. Business is never personal. We can probably take the rest. I got a plug and they made me a plug. All my moves on they need to know. Rapping weed got me speaking slow. Bet you pay attention when we speaking up. You can drown, you gon' sink or you swim. In the field, we be getting it in. Type of pressure that took poison to men. One way or another, we gon' get our family up about the gutter. Brother, you was out of pocket, no I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, you try to recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things that the guns in the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things.
Good evening, everybody! It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to all the heavy hitters. Right back at you for another one. What's the date? Back for part 2, November 7th. Happy heavenly anniversary to my parents. Shout out to all the Scorpios. Scorpio season's in full effect. Shout out Melissa Ford's, her birthday yesterday. Shout out my girl Nuke, her birthday yesterday. Shout out Diddy. I don't know what the hell you doing over there in Fort Dix, but we're going to get into it. Scorpio season is alive and kicking. Shout out to my homegirl Anna. Her birthday's coming up. And all the Scorpios around the world. Miss Fields is in the building. Sexy 60s in the building. Shout out to everybody over on Twitch. Man, oh man, this industry is weird. Weirdo stuff going on, man. We're going to tap back into Kanye West. Antonio Brown in custody. You ain't laughing and giggling now, are you? Also, Dallas Cowboy player Marshawn Nealon takes his own life, 24 years of age. And I think it's time people start having a conversation about football players. Because too many young football players, most of them young and having their whole life ahead of them, too many of these young football players are taking their own life. Project said, shout out to her baby, 1114. Happy birthday to your angel. Nino says mental health is real. It definitely is. CTE is also definitely real. And the Grammy nominations came out. And boy, do we got to talk about those. We're also going to talk about what I feel as though is going to be a collaboration at some point with Nicki Minaj and Kanye West. We're going to get into SZA and SZA's interview, and I had a couple of issues with what SZA was saying, right? But we definitely going to touch on it, get into it. Friday night, if you're home chilling, strap in and tap in. So we're going to be here for a little bit, covering a whole bunch of ish. All right? So, where do we go first? We could probably start with something that we had already touched on. Since we had already touched on it, we could probably start there and see if anybody has any different outlook or what have you, right? Now, as we all know, they're saying that it's everything's saying it's fake, but it can't be fake if DJ Academics is sharing it, right? So he obviously said he wants me to share it with him, right? So let's take a little look once again for the people who did not see it. Let's talk about
feeling
Kanye
really
West.
blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability.
Got the translator there.
I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage and messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage. Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said. And I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
All right, so that's pretty much Kanye glazing the rabbi. I think it's like an NYC rabbi. And pretty much apologizing for all the things he's done and said that hurt the Jewish community. All right. Now, I know a lot of people, I remember earlier in my live was saying, oh, they don't care about Kanye, but this is a big story, right? This is one of the biggest trending stories, over the past 24 to 48 hours. People are still talking about it. What's going on, Wizard Kelly? In the building, welcome. For anyone who has not subscribed yet, please subscribe and make sure you like coming through the door and share this video. Everybody share this video to Kanye West, share the video to Nicki Minaj, share this video to SZA. So what I've seen a lot of people have an issue with is Kanye before was like, yeah, you gotta stick up, you gotta live up to the Jews, and they try to boss you around, they try to run everything. You can't back down. And then when the going gets tough, all of a sudden he falls back in the line. And I get it. But, they pretty much run everything, and they really much control how much money you can make. But my thing is we all knew that already. We all knew that already. So why are you capping and fronting like, oh, I'm going to take on the Jews. I don't need them. They need me. See, you tried to play that with them the first time, and you see it didn't work out. Them Jews don't need you. They don't need me. They don't need none of us. If you want to be honest, the way they look at it, we should be grateful that they even let us grateful that they even let us play with them. Pause. But around the globe, a lot of people who were rooting for Kanye, they not really feeling this move. Oh boy. Candace. I'm trying to see where they were talking about where Candace Owens was upset over what Kanye was. I'm trying to find a story or something. So I haven't heard that just people saying that Candace is going to freak out. But I did hear that Candace Owens is now upset that she urged people to vote for Donald Trump. Candace realized that she's still a nigga in a coop. She finally realized that she's still a nigga in a coop. All right. He's been a chronic new Piers Morgan. Ask Candace Owens if she's finished supporting Trump and she didn't hold back. He's been a chronic disappointment. I'm embarrassed. I told people to vote for him. This isn't the man I supported. Oh boy, oh boy. It's too late to apologize. Candace, it's too late. It's too late to apologize. Candace, it's too late. Oh, freaking well. Oh, well. Too damn bad. Okay? Too damn bad, Candace. Because when we was trying to tell you, when black folks were trying to tell you, when Kamala was trying to tell you that this dude does not belong in the presidency, no, you wanted to go against your people. Now that you see that Trump don't give a damn about you, and at the end of the day, you a nigga in a coop to Trump and to most of these white folks. You're sitting here in a lawsuit where you're going to get sued probably for every dime that you got, and you're looking for Trump to jump in and bail you out, and Trump is like, I don't see nothing. That ain't me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I always thought she was a woman. So Candace Owens don't have nobody on her side. Her husband ain't on her side. Her husband's father, who controls all their money, ain't on her side. She's pretty much on an island by herself. And she's trying to get out of this lawsuit by bringing up Charlie Kirk and being a grifter for Charlie Kirk. But Candace, that's only going to last for so long. You're trying to use this man's death to get out of the trouble that you are in. And sis, it's not going to work. But notice she still didn't say she's done with Trump. She says the chronic disappointment, but she still did not say she's done with Trump. Right? This is not the man I supported. She says, I don't regret voting for him. He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him. But how are you not disappointed? I don't regret voting for him. Let's see what Candace said. Like, Candace, you're not making sense, sis. You're not making sense. Let's see what Candace really said. All right.
Are you done with Donald Trump?
Hold on here.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? Oh, he can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear. I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment. And I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it is happening. But I I just think that the picture of politics in America is going to look very differently because of his actions. So I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. But this is not the candidate that I voted for.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? Oh, yeah, he can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear. I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above.
You know, it's so disrespectful, right? Especially her as a black woman. If y'all don't stop calling this woman Kamala, and you know good and damn well that is not her name, right? But the reason why they call her Kamala is because most people remember Kamala as that big fat African wrestler. Her name is Kamala. Just like if you call somebody Tamala, her name is Kamala, and they know her name is Kamala. But just to be nasty, racist people, they keep calling her Kamala. Because everybody knows, if you're Gen X, when you think of Kamala, you know what you think about. You don't think of Kamala Harris. She has said her name is Kamala. And on purpose, they continue to call her Kamala. Notice everybody who is Team Kamala calls her Kamala. But everybody who does not like her calls her Kamala. And this is pretty much, let me see. This is Kamala to most people. All right? And this is the reason why they keep doing it. This is Kamala. All right? That's Kamala, the Ugandan giant. And people know when you think of Kamala, this is who you think about. That's why I say it's racist. African, face paint, fat. He didn't talk. And this is what Candace Owens and all these people are calling Kamala Harris, the former vice president, black woman. That's Kamala, Mimi, the famous wrestler, Kamala. That's the only Kamala anybody from Gen X and some people from the millennials will know. So when you call Miss Harris that, they're thinking about Kamala the giant, the Ugandan giant. It's disrespectful, and they continue to do it when they know that's not her name. At least have respect and call a woman by her name. That's like when they call a black man whose name is Malik That's why the same thing when they call a black man whose name is Malik, when they call him Malik, because it sounds close to maggot. Hey, Malik, when they know that's not his name. A man's name is Malik, but when they want to insult him, they call him Malik, because that sounds close to maggot. So this is the reason why Kamala Harris and followers of Kamala Harris get offended when they say Kamala, because they want you to think about this Kamala. They was known as dumb, illiterate, fat, sloppy, African. Look at this. Didn't know, like, talk like an African, like they couldn't talk. Hailing from the wilds of Uganda, the Ugandan giant. Look at Kamala. Look, used to come in with this mask on, that old African mask. Look, he did die a few years ago. Rest in peace. But they're not slick. I know exactly what they're doing. And like I said, all you have to know is everybody on the right calls her Kamala. Everybody. But how does everybody that votes for her and likes her, how are they able to call her Kamala? You don't even see them slipping up and calling her Kamala. The people on the right. They don't even slip and call her Kamala. It's disgusting. Can't even call a woman by her name. That black woman doesn't even deserve to be called by her name, according to him. Look at this. Look at this dude. This is how they refer to Kamala Harris. The funny thing is, when you call her Kamala, because so many people say Kamala, even I've slipped up a couple of times. I slipped up a couple of times and said Kamala. Now I'm like, I mean Kamala. But you know that they've never slipped up, ever. I've never heard Candace slip up and call her Kamala. I met Kamala Harris before. Very nice, respectful, humble, pleasant, always smiling, big, beautiful smile. Like, I don't know her, but I met her before. And for the few minutes I was around her, she's a pleasant person, seemed like a very nice person. Right? Ridiculous. Anyway, let's see what else is going on here. We're about to get into the diddler. See what the hell he talking about. And as you all may have heard today, well, y'all actually told me earlier, there's actually been some layers on this thing, right? Oh, we got to get into this. So, we got to get into this real quick. So check this out, y'all. I never even seen this. So let's talk about Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend real quick. Kayla Nicole. Now, the last time we seen Kayla Nicole, if you don't watch her podcast, the last time we seen her was up on stage getting humped by Chris Brown, right? But somebody sent me this, and I had to check it out. Kayla Nicole deletes her Twitter after Swifties pull up her old racist and problematic tweets. Twitter drags her to filth. Now, this is fair play because it's usually we find some white person and we bring up their old tweets about them saying the N-word, right? So this is turn of fair play. If Kayla Nicole has some tweets out there that seem a little suspect towards white people, right? Let's see. All right. So this must Megan Lemonade Center. Who is this? Why are they Tiana Taylor? It's really crazy that someone. Well, this is Tiana Taylor. It's really crazy that everyone is allowed to bother me and be distasteful. Everybody gets to play while I move with grace. But this Tiana Taylor, what does this got to do with? Okay, here. I'm going to need black people to stop trying to pull the black card all the time and modernize themselves to their available opportunities today. So this is what she said back in 2012. There's always that one obnoxiously loud black girl with the annoying voice. There's always that one. So she said that in 2011. I confess, a taken man is more attractive than a single one. I don't know, something about the competition. And here's what she said in 2010. That's why we about to go to the next chair, you dumb, fat Mexican 304. Oh my God, I'm heated. Then she says, I live gay people, but not enough to be my own child. Lo siento. If your Twit profile pic looks like one of them black blobs from Pac-Man, you're too black for Twitter and ugly. She then says, I can hear this Indian girl praying, chanting through the walls. She got 5 more minutes. I'm going to let her know that Buddha isn't real. Then she says this, how y'all think Gabby got D Wade to wife her? Not being fully clothed, that's for damn sure. Society, such prudes. Exes be trying to make you jealous with the ugliest people. Be something, you and your new pet turtle. Then she says, dear future husband, I know you a star athlete and all, but I refuse to sign a prenup. Ha ha ha. I'm no gold digger, but you know how that goes. Then she says, people wonder why the LGBTQ community isn't taken serious because females walk around bragging about being bi for attention. Then she says, someone explained to me why Kobe's thirsty wife thinks she can be in the front of all the players. Sit your no green card having ass down. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is why she's getting dragged in 2025, because all this stuff is now coming back up. In the calf, you porch monkey. She called a black woman a porch monkey. Wow. Oh, man. Porch monkey. Do you know how insulting that is? Man, that's one of the worst slurs to black people. Porch monkey? Wow, wow, wow. So, for all the people who say Travis Kelce fumbled, right? Because all you're doing is looking at Kayla Nicole's face and body. That's all you're doing. Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend now, she recently put up a shady post. She's still worrying about Travis and Taylor because she put up some shady post. Tony Braxton, he wasn't man enough for me, I think, for Halloween. And people said that she was shading Travis because she put up, he wasn't man enough for me. So people were like, oh, she's shading Travis Kelce. Now, the Swifties ain't having it no more. So now they've dug up some old tweets of hers where she's calling people porch monkeys. She's calling out Mexicans, black people. Right? Let's see what any of the people were saying. And all these people were saying, oh, Travis fumbled. Travis fumbled. Remember when y'all was saying that? Heist could talk S, make combo, and flirt with football players. And you see she ended up with a football player, Travis Kelce. Hope all these thirsty 304s get their athlete tonight at this party, because I already got mine. Wow. Let's see what some of the people say in the comments. Kayla's 3 fans set her up, gassing up that whack-ass Halloween costume. She wanted to smoke. Now she's getting it. And that's what I remember. During Halloween, she was talking about he wasn't man enough for me, basically talking about Travis Kelce. So now she wanted smoke, and now the Swifties are giving her smoke. Right, she talked about it in her song. That is only because Kayla Nicole has been constantly talking about Travis Kelce all this time. Taylor Swift had never said anything. She had never said anything. Kayla Nicole has been talking about Travis Kelce since they broke up. Taylor Swift had never said anything. But here we are now, 2 years into Taylor and Travis' relationship, and this girl's still talking. She's been talking on podcasts with Angel Reese. She was showing up at the Super Bowl knowing good and damn well that she would not have went if Travis Kelce didn't go to the Super Bowl. She know good and damn well. Making comments about, the breakup. Taylor Swift did not, regardless of whether she's innocent or not, no one said anything about her being innocent. I said, if I'm not telling the truth, show me another time when she talked about Kayla Nicole. Since I think she's innocent, okay, well then show me another time. If I'm missing another time, show it to me. Only thing I've seen all so far has been this girl talking about Travis Kelce. And trying to paint the narrative that he left her for Taylor Swift when he did not leave her for Taylor Swift. He broke up with Kayla Nicole damn near 3 years prior to dating Taylor Swift. He tried to date Megan Thee Stallion before that. And all I've seen since then is this girl running off at the mouth on podcasts, online. Chick, you was with the dude for 4 years. He didn't put a ring on it. You wasn't the one. According to Travis Kelce, you're not wifey material, ma. What you're good for is what we saw you with Chris Brown. Because if that's not the case, why wouldn't Travis Kelce, after 4 years, put a ring on it, but put a ring on Taylor after 1 year? You're not the one, sis. Move on. Travis Kelce has not mentioned you, not one time. He has not mentioned you one time since this breakup. You was the one sitting in that seat talking about, do I look like somebody who's going to go half on bills? Well, guess what? He found somebody that won't mind going half on bills. Matter of fact, he found somebody that will probably pay all the bills. So, again, I have not seen Taylor Swift, and somebody can show me another time that Taylor said anything. Show it to me. That's all. That's all I ask. Show it to me. But you can't come and say I'm wrong or I'm doing this, I'm doing that, if you cannot show me a time where she spoke on her before. Because I didn't see it. And I'm on the internet all day and all night. I usually don't miss nothing. If she would have said something before, I think it would have came up. This is the first time that I've heard her mention anything about Kayla Nicole. And that is because she done been through 2 albums since dating Travis. And Kayla Nicole's still talking about him. He's engaged to somebody else, sis. Let it go. Let it go. Your white king wasn't what you thought he was going to be. And all you black girls out there that's getting mad, how you going to get mad at a white man dating a white woman? Yo, I see more black women mad at Travis Kelce dating a white woman. He's white. He's white. He's supposed to date white women. Black women thought just because he was smashing a black chick that they had some sort of claims on Travis Kelce. And I don't know, you said they're mad as Taylor. I don't know why they're mad as Taylor. Taylor dates white men. She's white. Black women thought they had a white king. But people don't realize Travis Kelce tried to talk to Taylor Swift when he first broke up with Kayla Nicole. But Taylor Swift was already involved with somebody. And she blew Travis Kelce off. Did y'all know that? Travis Kelce tried to get with Taylor Swift years ago. Because him and Kelce Nicole broke up a couple of times. Kayla Nicole. They broke up a couple of times. But Taylor Swift was involved with somebody. And she kind of blew Travis Kelce off. Then again, he tried to contact her when him and Kayla broke up. And Taylor Swift was like, wasn't entertaining him because she was involved with someone. So I look at Travis Kelce, the type of guy that likes both, kind of like Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke was married to a black woman. Well, Paula Patton is half black. Robin Thicke was married to a black woman and dated a black woman prior to her. Well, what happened? Then he just married a white girl, I think. Or he may not be married to his white chick, but he's been with her for a while. Ain't no black men mad that Kylie's dating a white guy. And all Kylie's dated was brothers. That'd be like us trying to claim Kylie. Kylie's white. She's dating a guy who's white. How can you get mad at that? Same thing with Kim. If Kim finally dates a white man, I'm not going to be mad at Kim. She's white. She's supposed to date white men. So Kayla Nicole has deleted her Twitter. I saw most of these tweets already, but I can't stand this girl. I don't care for Taylor Swift either, but she's disgusting, colorist, and hateful. Taylor and Travis are both evil and hateful. She got exposed again. They pulled her ignorant tweets a couple of months ago, and her fans were in the threads windmilling. Wow, talking about nappy hair. I'm 100% sure she doesn't have type 1 hair. What could possess a person to be so hateful to their own race? Well, you see it all the time, sis. You see it all the time. So that's Kayla Nicole. She deleted her tweets. Well, damn, I was following her, so I guess I ain't following her anymore. But, you know, Kayla Nicole is one of those girls where, you know, you are going to be around her for what she's good for. She just doesn't seem very bright, as far as not intelligent, but very bright. She's great looking. She looks great, got a nice body. We know all that. But that's probably the only reason why Travis liked her, for eye candy. Because again, 4 years is enough. Most people know that they're going to marry somebody after a year and a half. You usually know after about a year and a half with somebody whether you would think they're marriage material. And this dude did not feel as though she was marriage material. All right? Or else he would have married her. So, let's see what else. We'll probably get into this whole Diddy situation because y'all scooped me to it earlier. But since then, some other stuff has responded. He's still in the same jail. Any black woman who doesn't look the same, who's aged, I'm not going to do that. That's why I'm not covering the whole Rihanna thing. People talking about Rihanna and saying how she's bloated and got a double chin, saying how her teeth are brown, from smoking all that weed. You're not going to get me to disrespect Rihanna. It ain't going to happen. I swear to God, I'm so frustrated with this fly. Not going to do nothing on Trump. Hold on. There's nothing else we're going to jump to. Oh, Klay Thompson. I got to speak about Klay Thompson. So Klay Thompson, once again, going viral. The Dallas Maverick fans have had it with Klay Thompson. He's now on social media apologizing to Meg Thee Stallion for showing up 10 minutes late to pick her up at the airport. Talk about there's no excuse. And all the Dallas fans are like, Ninja, there ain't no excuse for your play. You need to be apologizing to us. Klay Thompson, man, you going through it, brother. Dallas Maverick fans are saying, you need to be apologizing to us for your play because there ain't no reason for that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's get into it. Hold on. We'll touch on Klay in a minute. We'll touch on what they're saying. Hold on. Woo. Yeah, Klay Thompson, let's see. All right. Serves after Giants benching. I'm not going to touch on we're not going to touch on Krishan. I don't talk about them. I see here, yikes, Family Matters, Laura Winslow is 49 and she's morphed into Mother Winslow. Ain't talking about that. All right. Let's go to the Diddy story from earlier. Where I said I wanted to wait until I got more information because I just didn't believe that Diddy was that dumb. Right? So I would just say I wanted to wait. I would have thought that it would definitely be. So here we go. So this was the story from earlier. Like I said, I wanted to wait. I said to when I first heard it, let me wait and get some more information because at that very moment, I just couldn't fathom the fact, as well as he was doing, that he would screw up like that. I just couldn't see it. But at 3:38 p.m., Diddy's family spokesperson Judah Engelmayer tells TMZ, Mr. Combs. Now, let me tell you where I have a problem. Let me tell y'all why I have a problem with this response. I have a problem with this response, and I'll tell you why. Diddy's family spokesperson Judah Engelmayer tells TMZ Mr. Combs is in his first week at Fort Dix and is focused on adjusting, working on himself, and doing better each day. As with any high-profile individual in a new environment, there will be many rumors and exaggerated stories throughout his time there. Most of them untrue. We ask that people give him the benefit of the doubt, the privacy to focus on his personal growth with grace and purpose. Now, earlier, TMZ said, we contacted the prison and an official told us they have no information about the incident. Now, here's where I have an issue. Number one, we have no information about the incident, but you're not saying there wasn't an incident. You're just saying you don't have information. And then this first person, sis, why couldn't you say that didn't happen? That ain't true. Case closed. That ain't true. You also said there's going to be many rumors. Most of them not true. No. We don't care about most. What about this shit right here? Is this true? I don't care about the other shit right now. Is this true? No? Okay, that's what you said. Don't come up here tap dancing talking about, oh yeah, most of them not true. Okay, so which ones have been true? Is this one of the ones that is true? Like, what's with the tap dancing? Just tell us if it happened or not. You should be like, no. This is BS. This did not happen. Sean Combs did not get caught with no drinks. He would never do that. He's trying to focus on getting better, serving his time, and getting better every day. That's it. On all this, oh yeah, some of it might not be true, and this, that, and the third. Forget all that. Spokesman should step up and say, look, this ain't true. Right? And on top of that, like I said, then they said, oh, if and I spoke to a person who was locked up in prison. And they said they didn't believe it because they said if that was the case, he would have been out of there. Or he would have been in the hole, like they would have been already reporting on him. But instead, he's staying in the same jail. Usually a first offense like that, like drinking alcohol, and you ain't even been there a week, 2 weeks, they would probably put his ass in the hole. Now, I'm just assuming. I ain't never been to jail, but I'm just assuming. But I'm going to ride with Diddy until further notice. Now, if something comes out where it's concrete evidence that Diddy did something, then I'll call him stupid and all this other stuff. But as of right now, I can't say that I believe this, right? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Diddy got caught with alcohol. You think he'd be that stupid? Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think this is true. And I'm going to start by saying a 2 until I hear something, until I see something, I'm going to have to say that dude is being on his best behavior. I'm going to say he's being on his best behavior. Journey believes it's true. Wiz says it's not true. Crimson says it's not true. Nicki says it's not true. Nana Jade says it's not true. I don't believe it's true. Sexy 60s doesn't believe it's true. So Journey of Rick believes it's true. Project says she refused to believe he's that stupid. Especially when he's in there, he's in the program for good behavior. He's facing a possible appeal. I can't see himself risking that. Just can't. Jesse said he has a long record. Can't believe anything he says. Well, he actually only has, this is his first conviction. So he actually doesn't have a long record. This is his first offense. Now, if you say he has a lot of rumors, yeah, you could say that. He has a lot of rumors and there was a lot of allegations about him, but this is first time this is first offense. So he doesn't have a long record. But of course, yes, when you're famous, you're going to have a lot of rumors about you. And he definitely has gotten into some altercations in the past that he didn't get locked up for, or some, the alleged fight with Drake, the alleged fight with J. Cole. You know, he hit the teacher over the head with the cowbell, bust Steve Stout over the head with a champagne bottle. But those altercations took place when he was free man. Once you're locked up, and he's now been locked up for over a year, and he's looking at 2 to 3 more. He beat a case that was going to put him in jail for life. It's different when you're out and about and you've never been arrested and you've never been questioned for anything. It's different the way you act then as opposed to the way you act once you get knocked. Because once you get arrested and put in prison, you ain't going to be thinking the same way as you think before. The spectacle, like why? Right. He saw his kids, his girls go through all this shit in the courtroom. The spectacle, like why? I totally agree. Totally agree. Well, why does anyone saying free Diddy tells you anything you need to know? What does that tell you? I say free Diddy, so what does that tell you? Do you say the same thing about people that say free Tory? I mean, that's just a simple opinion. If people say free Diddy, that means they don't feel as though he should be locked up for the things he's locked up for. Or he shouldn't be getting the amount of time that he's getting for what he got the time for. See, when you're talking about celebrities, I don't know how. I hate when people say, "Oh yeah, well you must be if you like so and so, you must be a pedophile yourself." Like, that's dumb. That's dumb. So I don't see how saying free anybody is going to tell. That's like me saying, people are saying free Tory. Oh, that tells me all you need to know. He got convicted for shooting a woman and you're saying free Tory. So you must like people who shoot women. And what are they going to say? No, I don't believe he's shot him. Exactly. I don't believe Diddy should be locked up for what he's locked up for. So it's the same thing. That's people's opinion. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, telling me free Tory tells me all I need to know about you. He shot a woman. And people that are saying free Tory, they're saying it because they don't believe that he shot a woman. And I don't believe Diddy should have got the amount of time that he got. So it's the same thing. Right? But that don't tell me nothing about nobody. I know plenty of great people that still say free Tory. You know? So yeah, that's the end of the Diddy situation. I don't believe it. And I hope it's not true. From all the things we've been hearing, I seriously doubt that that is true. I'm going to have to get a little bit more proof than that. All right. So we got the Grammys. Let's see. Who else? Prison Moonshine. Oh my goodness. I'm going back to Bite Travis Barker. Oh yeah, here's one. This weirdo. I gotta go into this. So as per what they doing now in 2025, since TikTok has become most people's conspiracy theory alley. Now, she was talking about this a few months ago, or 8 or 9 months ago, and she never mentioned Beyonce. Now, she says, MIA, the artist says, they wanted me to do plastic surgery and satanic rituals to sell records. Singer MIA claims Jay-Z and Beyonce pressured her into blood rituals. All right? Now, here's the first thing. And here's the person that answered. I was just getting ready to say it. Here's the first thing with MIA. Why didn't you say that about Beyonce a few months ago? You didn't mention Beyonce at all. You said Jay-Z wanted you to get plastic surgery. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z was your manager, right? Rock Nation was your management. And they were trying to get you a deal. And from what I was told, he just simply told you why people were not signing you. That is the job of a manager, to let you know what exactly people are looking for. And during that time, they were looking for women with enhanced bodies and surgery. But here's the real truth. A person that commented right after took away my talking point because I was going to go into this. She says, hold on, let me put it on here. This girl hit the nail right on the head and she took away what I was getting ready to talk about. All right. So let me see what she said. So here's what this girl said. Right on point. MIA is still mad that Jay didn't take her side against her billionaire ex-husband. So MIA made anti-Semitic tweets, and her ex-Jewish family took away her custody and left her in a moldy apartment in the Bronx with nothing. I wish J and B would sue her for racism, defamation, etc., because that's what she deserves. 100% agree. Because MIA, she's another one, if you go back about 10 years, who was putting some nasty racist tweets out there. She was another one. And she's upset because Jay-Z did not take her side, and her Jewish ex-husband took her kids from her. Not Jay-Z, not Beyonce, your Jewish ex-husband. That's who you're mad at, sis. Because let's play devil's advocate. Let's say they did say that. Did you do it? No. Why are you complaining? Did you do it? It don't look like you got surgery. So it doesn't matter if somebody suggested, hey, you should get surgery. That's what they're looking for. You should get surgery. Okay. Well, I disagree. I don't want to get surgery. That's obviously what you said. You want to know why you're really mad, MIA? Because he was right. You should have got surgery. That's if you want to be put on the way you feel as though you should be put on. You're mad because what he said was right, and nobody signed you. Nobody signed you. You see, you're in an industry where you got an option, right? You got an option. Either you're going to play the game or you're not. You're either going to play the game or you're not. If it's you're not, then you know who you act like. You know who decided not to play the game? Maya. Perfect example. Perfect example. Maya decided, I'm not playing this game. And what did Maya do? She went independent. She goes out, she does her shows, she sells her records, and she don't complain. Why does she not complain? Because she decided not to play the game. That was her decision. But you're like Jaguar Wright. You want to say that, oh, so-and-so sold their soul. The reason why they're doing this is because they sold their soul. The reason why she's successful because she sold her soul. Oh, because she plays the game. Okay. Why can't you be happy with yourself that you decided not to play the game? You decided not to sell your soul. You should be happy. You should be happy. Don't get mad because somebody else said, I think I'll sell my soul. Jaguar, right? Upset because, oh, Mary J. Blige effed everybody in the industry. Okay. And you didn't, and I didn't do that. Great for you. So why are you so mad? You should be happy you didn't do that. But don't get mad because others decided to go that way and they're more successful than you. Because you seem more upset. You seem more upset that you didn't go take that route. Because Maya was in the same situation. Maya was offered big money to go marry an executive. She would have never had to worry about nothing. Sleep with this executive. He was going to sign her to a big deal. And Maya said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I have more integrity to that. But you notice what you don't see Maya doing? You don't see Maya sitting around talking about others and blaming others. When have you ever seen Maya step up and say, oh, because Jay-Z wanted to sleep with me. Oh, because L.A. Reid wanted to sleep with me. You never see her doing that. She decided she didn't want to play the game. So she lives with her decision. And she goes on about her business. You didn't get plastic surgery. You decided not to play the game. You decided not to sell your soul, quote unquote. Why aren't you happy about that decision? Jaguar, right. You said, oh, because I wasn't no slap like Mary J. Blige and Jill Scott, fucking all those guys at Dilly. I know about you, Jill Scott. And all those niggas in Philly you was fucking for your record deal. Mary J. Blige. Like, okay, so why aren't you happy? You didn't F and S everybody like Mary J. Blige did. So why are you upset? Why are you upset? MIA, you didn't get the surgery. So why are you mad that they said they suggested you get surgery? Because that's the story I got a long time ago. They just simply told you what people are looking for during that time. That was around the mid-2000s. You see Nicki Minaj did it, right? You see Nicki Minaj said, hey, all the guys was talking about my ass. So I felt as though I needed to get booty enhancements. That was during around the same time that MIA was coming up. So you either fold to the pressure or you don't. Nicki Minaj sat down in that interview and she said, yeah, if I had a chance to do it over again, I probably wouldn't get it. But you didn't see her blaming Lil Wayne. You didn't see her blaming the industry. That was her decision. She made that decision. She lived with the decision. Sick and tired of these people. When shit don't work out for you, you want to blame Jay-Z. You want to blame Beyonce. Stop trying to blame everybody else for your failures or what you didn't succeed to the max for. Jay-Z, Rock Nation is only your management. I keep telling people that. That's only your management. Fire them. Fire them. Look at Doja Cat. What did Doja Cat do? What did Doja Cat do? She felt as though Rock Nation was not the place for her. And guess what? She fired Rock Nation. Plain and simple. Fire them. They work for you. And Doja Cat decided that Rock Nation was not the place for her. And she moved on. We're going to see what some of the other people are saying. I swear, mentally ill people read out the same playbook. Why do they, all of them, keep bringing up B and J? People that don't even have anything to do with Rock Nation bring up Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm telling you, they have now taken the place of the Kardashians. Beyonce and Jay-Z as the new Kris and Kim Kardashian. Remember before it would used to rain when it ain't supposed to rain? And they'd be like, oh, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. It was not supposed to rain today. That damn Kris Jenner. That's how it is now with Jay-Z. The names from the month. From what I read, Mia or MIA seems to have a psychotic breakdown. At this point, it's just sad because everything she says comes from a distorted reality. I do believe some things in the industry are dark, but the way she's been dragging Jay and Beyonce's name through the mud after years of saying she was a fan and that they helped her. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Sounds like pure ingratitude and revenge. It's the same thing I was saying. Listen. I just don't believe people, right? I just don't believe people who a few years ago was bigging these same people up. Was bigging these same people up just a few years ago. Right? I have a problem believing people that, listen, Jay-Z has always been the same way. So if you say he's a devil worshiper now, he's always been one. Right? If he's a devil worshiper now, that means he was one in 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. So that means he's always been one. Jay-Z in the 90s said he don't believe in the Bible. So he said that back in the 90s. He had a song in the 90s called Lucifer. So, but why do I hear so much praise on Jay-Z? Way up until the late 2000s. MIA did it. Nicki did it. Kanye did it. All y'all was praising Jay-Z. But now in the last couple of years, all of a sudden, oh, he's a devil worshiper. He's been the same way since the 90s. But when you were benefiting off him, it was cool. It's okay. It's okay as long as I'm benefiting off him. But when I'm no longer able to benefit off him, he's a devil worshiper. If he's a devil worshiper now, he was one back then. If he was evil now, he was evil back then. But I believe more so in what Jay-Z says when he says, whenever somebody's got a problem with me, most of the time it's about something that what I didn't do for them. And her complaint at first was she thought Jay-Z should have stood behind her when it came to that son. Well, did Jay-Z make you say anti-Semitic things? No, he did not. You chose to say that, sis. You chose to make anti-Semitic comments. How's that Jay-Z fault? I say the same thing about Kanye West. Same thing about Kanye West. You was in the middle of a 20 million, and that's what people try to talk about now. Oh, even Kanye has a problem with Rock Nation. Okay, well, let's talk about the facts. Let's talk about the facts. All right? And these are facts. So I don't need to say allegedly because I know these are facts. And nobody's going to sue me because these are facts. Not speculation, not guesses, not opinion. Kanye West got paid $21 million for a tour back in, I believe it was 2014 or 2016, whatever that tour was. No, it was after 2000. It was probably around 2016, 2017. Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Live Nation, whatever you want to say, paid you $21 million for that tour. In the middle of the tour, Kanye West went up on stage and said, Jay-Z, please don't send killers at my head. Just call me. Why you don't let North play with Blue Ivy? Why my kids can't play with your kids? Just call me. Beyonce don't show up unless she gonna win the award. And then he walked off the stage after receiving $21 million for the tour. So, what did Jay-Z do? Well, if I gave you $21 million and you didn't finish the tour, you owe me $20 million. Because I believe the tour just started. So he took out what shows he may have did like one show at the time or something like that. So Jay-Z said, okay, I'm going to take off that show, but you owe me $20 million. I paid you $21 million. You did a couple of shows, so I will knock off $1 million. You owe me $20 million. Kanye West at the time was going through his transition with Yeezy, with Adidas, this, that, and the third. At the time, Kanye West was $50 million in debt. Don't believe me? Look it up. So what happened? Kim Kardashian, the same Kim Kardashian that he says he hates, that he talks about, and that his fans say they hate. Kim Kardashian came in the middle of the night to Beyonce and Jay-Z's home and cut a check with Jay-Z for the $20 million. Kim Kardashian did that. If you think I'm lying, go ask Memphis Bleak. Because you can't ask Jay-Z and they're going to respond. Go ask Memphis Bleak. Bleak, did Kim Kardashian cut a check to cover Kanye's debt of him walking out on that tour? Memphis Bleak will tell you. So Kim Kardashian paid his debt to Jay-Z. Jay-Z said, I'm going to give you this money back. I'm giving you this money back because it's just the principle. He sends you. I gave him the money. So he can't come here like a man and pay me my money? He gonna send you to pay me my money? I didn't loan you $20 million. I didn't give you $20 million. I gave Kanye West $20 million. Now, if he wants to come here with you, but I didn't have Beyonce give him $20 million. I gave him $20 million. So the man thing to do will be to come here like a man and give me back the money that you owe me. Kanye West refused to do that. And Jay-Z ain't spoke to him ever since. Kim Kardashian paid off his debt. And then she paid off the remainder of the $50 million that he was in debt for. And to do that, she did something that she promised herself she would not do. She went back to the game, Kim Kardashian Superstar, where she had promised she wasn't going to do another game. But because she was now, Kanye was in the hole, and she needed to supplement income, and she was just going to be coming out of her pocket paying $50 million. So she said, you know what? I'm going to do the game again. They're willing to pay me $45 million for the game. So I'm going to do it again, even though I don't really want to do it. So in order to pay off the rest of the debt, she went and did part 2 to the game. These are all facts. These are all facts. So again, it's always what I didn't do for you. Why I don't let Blue Ivy play with North. Why I didn't do this. Why I didn't come to your wedding. Right? I didn't come to your wedding because your wife had the woman that we just got into a big fight in an elevator over was going to be at your wedding. I would have been a fool to show up at that wedding with Beyonce when we just got into this big blowout in the elevator with her sister over the same woman who's doing Kim's dresses. Why would I show up? That doesn't make sense. I'm asking for trouble. Right? But again, MIA, sis, please. Please. Let's go to the Grammys, man. All right? The Grammy nominations came out, and everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So, Kendrick Lamar continues to stomp Drake in his ass. Kendrick Lamar, for the second straight year, is a big Grammy nominator. I believe he got nominated this year for 9 Grammys. After coming off his year last year, a big year, he got nominated for 9 Grammys, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year. So that's huge. Now, listen, everybody knows I'm no Kendrick fan, right? Not really a fan of Kendrick Lamar. Never really been a fan of him. He just doesn't do anything for me. He doesn't do anything for me. Yes, he can rap. Very good rapper. Right? Very good rapper. Let's talk about the Grammys. Hold on. Grammy nominations. Shout out to my boy Leon Thomas the third. Huh? All right. Let's talk about it. Blackpink Rosé and Cat's Eye earned historic Grammy nominations in major categories. So shout out to Rosé from Blackpink. She earned 3 nominations with the song APT. That's with Bruno Mars. So Rosé is the first solo artist from Blackpink to make it to the Grammys nominations alone. So we got here Album of the Year nominees: Bad Bunny, Justin Bieber Swag, Sabrina Carpenter, The Man's Best Friend, Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Mayhem, Lady Gaga, GNX, Kendrick Lamar, Mutt, there you go, Leon Thomas, and Crow Macapia, Tyler, the Creator. Whoo, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that one. I'm going to say Right now, I want Mutt to win. But I'm going to say it's going to be mayhem. I have a feeling it's going to be Lady Gaga. All right? I have a feeling it's going to be Gaga. Mimi says the Clips. Mimi says it's going to be the Clips. I can't see the Clips beating all them white folks. I could be wrong. Now, I could definitely see them giving it to Kendrick. But I just can't see the Clips beating all them white folks. It'd be cool if they did. I just can't see it. Record of the year. Bad Bunny, Dime, Dimph. Sabrina Carpenter, Man Child. Doechii, Anxiety. Billie Eilish, Wildflower. APT, Rose and Bruno Mars. The Subway, Chappelle Roan. Luther, Kendrick Lamar with SZA. And Abracadabra, Lady Gaga. Woo! Oh, man, that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. I can't see them giving it to Bad Baby because, not Bad Baby, Bad Bunny because it's, I believe the song's in Spanish. Man Child, Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety, Doechii, Wildflower, Billie Eilish. Right now, I have it between Billie Eilish, for some reason, this damn Chappelle Roan, I don't even know the song, but this damn Chappelle Roan, Rose and Bruno Mars, and Abracadabra. That's what I have between Billie Eilish, Rose and Bruno, Chappelle Roan, and Lady Gaga. I haven't come up with a winner yet. Best Dance Pop Recording. Bluish Flame, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Abracadabra, Gaga. Zara Larsson, Midnight Sun. Tate McRae, Just Keep Watching, and Pink Panthers. That's going to Gaga. That's going to Gaga. Gaga is definitely winning Best Dance Pop Recording for Abracadabra. Most definitely. Lady Gaga is the most nominated female artist this year with 7 nominations. I believe she will come out of there with 4. I think Gaga is going to win at least 4. Kendrick Lamar is the most nominated artist at the Grammys this year with 9 nominations. I believe he will come out of there with at least 3 of them. Cardi B is now an 11-time Grammy nominee, extending her record as the female rapper with the most nominations in the Best Rap Performance category. Now, mind you, her first year getting nominated was 2018. So between 2018 and 2025, she's got 11 Grammy nominees. She's got the one win, I believe, and that was for Rap Album of the Year. And then she probably won Newcomer, too. I think. I'm not sure. I gotta look. So she might only have the 2 Grammys or maybe 1. I gotta double check. But 11 nominations since 2018. So you're talking 18, 19, 20, 22, and 3, 4, 25. So it's been 8 years, 11 nominees. Best pop duo group.
Falling asleep. Too tired to brush my teeth. And I brush it tomorrow.
No, you should be flossing, remember?
I know, but I'm so tired. I was falling asleep.
Yeah. Best pop duo group. Oh, no, we don't care about that. Oh, 30 for 30. SZA and Kendrick Lamar. APT, Rose and Bruno Mars. I think APT is going to win that. I think Rose and Bruno Mars are going to win that. I think they're going to win that. I think they'll win that one. So that's going to be one of theirs. Best African music performance. That's going to probably be Tyler. Tyler's going to probably win all of those. She's going up against Arya Starr featuring Wizkid and Burna Boy. So it'll probably be Tyler. Best new artist nominations. This better be Leon Thomas. Olivia Dean, Cat C, Demarius, Addison Rae. That's the only one I got to worry about. Samba, Leon Thomas. Oh, damn. That damn Alex Warren. Oh, man. Okay. This doggone Alex Warren, he might end up beating out Leon Thomas. Damn. Oh, no. Leon Thomas to Alex Warren. I hope Leon Thomas gets that, man. He deserves it. This guy's album is unbelievable. And Addison Rae is going to be a problem too. Okay. Drake received 0 nominations. This ain't even Drake. Why would they put this person there? Look at this. Look at the shade by HFR Podcast. That's not even Drake. Wow. That's crazy. No respect, man. So disrespectful. Best rap song. Anxiety. The Birds Don't Sting. Clips. Sticky. TGIF. Glorilla. TV Off. Kendrick Lamar. It's either going to be Anxiety or The Birds Don't Sting or Sticky. Sticky's with Tyler, the Creator, Glorilla, Sexy Red, and Lil Wayne. TV Off? I don't know. Anxiety will probably win that, or it's got a good chance of winning. Best solo pop performance. Daisy's Justin Bieber. Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter. Lady Gaga, Disease. The Subway, that damn Chappelle Rowan. Messi, Lola Young. I'm going with Manchild. I think that Sabrina Carpenter is going to win that. I think Sabrina Carpenter's going to win that. Kendrick Lamar is now the third most nominated rapper in the Grammys, overtaking Drake. Kendrick Lamar has 57 nominations. Drake has 50. Of course, Kanye and Jay-Z are the only two ahead. Traditional pop vocal album, Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, Teddy Swims. Best pop vocal act. That's either going to be Teddy Swims or Gaga, I believe. Best rap performance. Cardi, Outside. Chains and Whips, The Clips. Featuring Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell Williams. Anxiety, Doechii. TV Off, Kendrick Lamar. Darling I, Tyler the Creator and Tizo Touchdown. This is probably going to go either Chains and Whips or TV Off. It's going to definitely be a Kendrick record. It will definitely be a Kendrick record. Cardi will not win for Outside. I would love for her to win. I seriously doubt she's going to beat those records. But I would love to be wrong, but I can't see it. One year ago, Beyonce made history as Cowboy Carter tied Michael Jackson's Thriller for the most nominations ever received by a single album. She also extended her record to artists with the most overall nominations of all time. But I thought y'all told me, never mind. I thought all the white folks and a lot of you jealous black folks told me here's Kendrick's nominations: Album of the Year, Rap Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song. He's going to win that. Best Melodic Rap Performance, Best Pop Dual Group Performance. He'll probably win that. I'm going to give him 3 out of 9. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. SZA received 5 nominations at the Grammys with Luther and Crybaby. Woo! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And a lot of people saying The Weeknd, after they said last year, come back to the Grammys, woody, woody, woo. He didn't receive any nominations. Shout out to Glorilla. 3 Grammy nominations. Glorious Best Rap Album. TGIF Best Rap Song. I'm voting for that. And Sticky. Glorilla's now been nominated for 4 Grammys. Go ahead, Glow. Go ahead, Glorilla. Shout out to Big Glow. Running from home, degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Turned up with my niggas. Turn up with my bitches. Go ahead, Big Glow. All right, I mess with Glow. Telling you, Glow's the one that's putting out that music, man. Glow got that music, but thank God Cardi B came out with "Am I Drama" because, man, I was wearing out Glorilla's joints, wearing them out. Turned up with my Nick. Turned up with my Nick. Woo. Anyway, y'all, my throat is sore. Pause. We want to get up out of here. We about to get up out of here. We might be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Make sure y'all check out. I'm getting ready to actually make a video right now. Y'all make sure y'all check out the videos. If you want to support the channel, make sure you send it to $ Heaven Hollywood on Cash App. If you want to support the channel, support the movement, make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you're following on Instagram. I'm getting tired now, y'all, but we'll come back and do it tomorrow. All right. Peace out to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe no matter what you do.